today. It's the National Football League. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Gunners taking on the Austin Desperados.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Austin Desperados and the Houston Gunners. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a time.
And we are underway from Houston. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Throwing to start the drive. Caps. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Looking to throw. Caps. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Caps. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Operating from the gun. Caps. And that is incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Cobb firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action. Cobb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Throwing on first down. Cobb. He finds his man. Complete. It's Castillo. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Castillo. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll look to throw again. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Operating from the gun. Caps. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cobb firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and now it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Cobb. And it's a short one here, complete to the... Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out comes Houston. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Caps. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
To throw on second down, Cobb. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw on second down. Cobb. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. To throw on 3rd down, Cobb. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Austin's offense ready to go again. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Minor. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll run on first down. Minor. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Just a 4-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2, 3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
To throw on 2nd down. Caps. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Caps. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Caps. He finds his man complete. It's Sherman. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Cobb.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Cobb. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Houston's offense taking over again, and they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Caps. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Caps. He finds his man complete. That's Sherman. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll keep it on the ground. Minor, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
On 1st down, Minor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Minor, and some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Operating from the gun. Cobb. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll run on first down. Minor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Desperados' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing after the interception. Caps. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw again. Caps. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cobb. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Cobb. And that is incomplete. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start in the Northeast, an NFC East battle, and a good one between Philadelphia and New York. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. The Eagles looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And you can see they are out in front in that one. The Buccaneers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And that game all tied up with the visiting Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter.
Ready? Ready, go!
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Minor. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. On 3rd down, Minor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cobb. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Back to throw. Cobb. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll try the left side. Minor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. Cobb. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Off play action. Cobb. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Cobb. He finds his man. Complete. It's Castillo.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off from the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Caps. He finds his man. Complete. That's Sherman. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. Back to throw. Caps. Dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Austin's offense ready to go again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Yellow, 22. Ready, go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
32.
To throw on second down. Cobb firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On second down,
Minor. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, 38.
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Down, yellow, 43.
Right back to him on first down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Desperados are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game carry it with them from week to week and be able.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them, because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. Minor. He will push his way down to about the 14. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Caps looking middle, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Caps. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Caps. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Operating from the gun. Caps. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Gunners are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is down to 20. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, Minor. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Minor, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. And now out comes Houston.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
Being chased out left. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for Houston. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4 coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down now, Minor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Minor.
And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Minor. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for our visitors, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.